ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. My name is Georgi Georgiev and you're watching e-frag TV. Moving on with the second semi-final match in the NA qualifier for the TWC 2016. The first finalist is USA beating Guatemala 2-0. The second semi-final match will be between Canada and Mexico. Your analysts for today, Svojic.
Yep.
Rema.
Hello.
Dushan.
Hello.
Hello guys. So, starting off with Canada versus Mexico. Canada really going huge yesterday. Easy games for them. But Mexico proving that they can play pretty good against the Dominican Republic. Rema, starting with you first.
Well, yeah, Mexico against USA didn't really show anything on that. That's only getting one round. And we thought coming into that match, Mexico versus the Dominican Republic, that Mexico would actually, Dominican Republic would actually come on top just because they took 4 rounds out of the USA and the dust too, and they kind of showed better on the dust too. But actually, Mexico was prepared for that clash against the Dominican Republic, and they stopped them 16-4. And they showed pretty good team play there. They played with confidence, probably because they didn't play against Hiko, Elige, and other players from USA, and they showed confidence there, and they really played good. And I think that even though they played good against Dominican Republic, I don't think they can actually win this matchup. But I would like to see them giving all they got in order to get as many rounds as they can, or maybe take a map out of Canada. That would be a great achievement for them.
Canada in that group B dropping only 1 round in 2 matches. They seem really good.
Yeah, they seemed really confident, even though I wouldn't say they came out with the best lineup, but again showed a really good counter-strike, showing that they are better than El Salvador and Guatemala, and yeah, took convincing, as you said, took convincing wins, 16-0, 16-1, and showed us why they are here.
Okay, let's see the lineup of Canada today. Dushan, yeah, can you do the honor, please?
For Canada, it's pretty much the same lineup as yesterday. We just have Android here instead of Miss Harvey. So we have Semphis, Dabs, Twist, Uber, and Android. iMac. Semphis, let's say the leader of the team, the most experienced one, and the opener of the team, maybe an in-game leader even. Dabs, again, an in-game leader for optics, so a clash of 2 good in-game leaders there. We have Twist, a young new talent, goes hand in hand with Uber, 2 young talents coming out of NA, and Android, a not really established name in North American CS, but recently he managed to find his way to the top of the teams, and he's currently playing for Complexity, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Okay, who will be the player to watch in this lineup?
I think definitely Semphis, because he really showed good with Counter-Strike yesterday, even though, yeah, they stomped 2 games, winning one 16-0 and another one 16-1, but he really played good. We saw him bunny hopping and AWPing all the players on cash. As we see here, he really played good. I think this was a clutch with P250. Yeah, he gets these 2 incredible kills on the site, and overall really played good for Canada. I think he can step up, as Dusan mentioned. He's probably the in-game leader there, because I think he's the in-game leader of TSM as well. So I think he can bring a lot to this lineup, even though I think this is not their strongest lineup they could bring. Probably waiting for that strongest lineup in the grand final if they manage to get a win here. But I would definitely say that he's a player to watch here.
Mexico with that win over Dominican Republic 16-4 and managing to qualify for the semifinals. And let's see their lineup for today, if maybe they change something. Yeah, who will do the honor? Rema, please.
I'll go. Yeah, okay. So we have Spider, Kinky, Marky, G_D or GD, and Flame. Basically, lineup from yesterday.
And the same.
Yeah, the same lineup from yesterday. I think Kinky was one of the best players there. He top fragged, I think, in last match against Dominican Republic. And other players did step up a little. I think Marky was the guy we highlighted in a previous match against Dominican Republic. We thought that he will be a player that will stand up for Mexico just because he is young and he had a good clutch here and there against Dominican Republic. But we'll see what Mexico is going to bring to us.
Player to watch in this lineup for Mexico.
I have to go with Kinky, even though, as he said, Marky did step up and he was top fragging, I think, on the second map. Kinky was there right behind him, and he had a better showing in the first map or first match against USA. So overall, he had a bit of consistency, which lacked in Marky. So yeah, I have to go with Kinky as a player to watch, and I think he'll come out again perform.
Yep. Okay, Swoj, how are you?
Yeah, doing good.
You're good? Yeah. Are you ready for the video?
Yeah.
I know we are, because we can't wait to see the maps and then, well, try and judge who's gonna win.
I don't really expect anything else, but like Mirage does to cash here, but we'll see if Mexico decides to surprise Canada. On the other hand, Canada, I would say they have a pretty, like a standard, an easy job like USA. They could probably play any map here, so I don't think they
Again, first ban Nuke.
Yeah, Nuke really like. I don't think we're gonna.
map.
I don't think we're gonna see Nuke even tomorrow. But okay, then Canada with that overpass ban. So I think the same story for Canada like USA. That overpass, we won't be seeing any of that. Even though Cloud9, a couple of months ago, they played that overpass, if I'm not mistaken, when they were on that winning streak. And like I said, Mexico picking that Mirage, so is it? Yeah. Right. So we're gonna see Mirage once again, and then we go into into cash. So I'm pretty sure the next two bans would be Train and Cobble in some kind of order. Yep, that's right. Mexico removing Cobble, and I'm guessing.
Oh,
okay.
Oh, there you go.
Canada throwing a curveball there, removing Dust too, but I think there's a really slim chance that we get to Train anyway, so Train will be our decider map.
Okay, do you think that Mexico can put up a good fight? I mean, they showed yesterday against Dominican Republic they have something, and they know something, so maybe they can show this against Canada.
I'll agree with Swoj that we would probably not see third map here. I mean, Mexico, yeah, they played good against Dominican Republic, but let's not forget that they got stumped by USA. So I think Canada has this strong lineup as well as USA had in that match. So I would say that this is going to be a 2-0 for Canada pretty easily.
Yeah, Dusan, USA had an easy task. Do you think it will happen the same for Canada?
Yeah, I mean, the couple of players that we have in Mexico are the players from Quetzal that's been competing for quite some time in American CS Tour. I think ESA Prime or no, Premier. Sorry, yeah, Premier, and that's like a couple of levels below what most of the guys out of Canada are playing, and that's ESA Main or Invite. So there's a big skill difference there, and I have to unfortunately go with both Swoj and Rema and say that I don't think Mexico has any chance.
Why unfortunately? I mean, that's your opinion, and you're allowed to have one. Going into the first map, Mirage, talking about what's important and what's not for Canada or Mexico on this map.
Definitely that miscontrol. We saw Mirage yesterday in that match, last match we had. It was Guatemala against El Salvador. Yeah, mid control is important, but El Salvador made that mistake that they went mid with 3 guys on the CT side every single round, and that Guatemala was good enough to recognize that mistake and use it against them. So definitely, I would say mid is a vital point of the map, but. If you can see there's no one there, or if you lose that control of mid early on, you need to press other parts of the map like A apps, B apps, and so on.
Have some kind of plan B. Definitely.
Backup.
Yeah, backup plan. Yeah, because B plan can mean only B. Yeah, B side. Okay, since Mexico picked this map, do you think they have something prepared?
Well, I think it's a standard map, and we'll see basic stuff on Mirage as we see from all the games in qualifier for TWC. We had probably the basic smokes for A executes. So I think nothing too flashy or some kind of, I don't know, executes, but basic stuff.
Yeah. Let's go with the predictions. Dushan, you first.
16-5, knowing that they took CT.
Okay.
Canada.
16-6. Canada.
Okay.
Canada played way too, I mean, better than USA, more serious. So I'm gonna say 16-1.
No, very generous. Well, we'll see what's going to happen. Canada versus Mexico, semifinal number 2. Jackie, Neil, take us away, guys.
This is absolutely correct. We're going to be jumping in here over on Mirage. I mean, Neil, we're looking at this, obviously, Mexico coming into this. We saw a few good plays individually from a couple of these players, but overall, up against Canada, I just don't feel like they're going to have much fight left in them going into this, especially with these maps as well. I reckon right here we're going to see a bit of a stomp actually coming out, especially on this first map on Mirage.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I mean, seeing both of these teams yesterday, we've seen two different kind of sides. We see Canada kind of stomping their games, and Mexico just, they didn't look too good in their first game, but looked a lot better in their second game when they won 16-4 against Dominican Republic. So maybe, you never know. Mexico had a full day to prepare. They knew exactly what was coming for them. So let's see what they have here on Mirage. It seems like they got a plan here with 2 smokes, with 3 people outside A ready to put these smokes over and 1 in apps with the lurker here, number 8, Kinky, towards middle. So let's see exactly if it's going to pay off. We've got 2 members playing very defensive. As you can see, 2 Canada players and Android and Twists already picking off that lurker there in middle and Kinky. As we're probably going to see these smokes anytime coming over, which they are now. Let's see what Android can do here.
They're going to push their way in towards the site. Uber with a nice little tap though, takes down Marky. Very crisp stuff on display right now. They're going to try and keep it up. PD doing a good job of actually keeping the dream alive as he fights them back. He is left in a 1 versus 2, but he has to recover that bomb and try and get himself in a good position. A lot of potential left still for Mexico though. Obviously not a lot of HP on him, but they might be able to pull something out here. Just depends if he can find the frags, turn this into a 1 versus 1. He's going to make his way towards that B bomb site, it seems. Actually going to second guess himself a bit. Try and go for the plant on the A bomb site. But he still has to deal with both of these players.
I think he was just trying to get a kind of 1v1 duel to turn it into 1v1 like you were saying. But bomb is down, so that's not too bad. Canada taking their time here, as you can see. Dabs just trying to sniff out to find out where exactly he is now. Coming over towards these 5 rocks. Dabs does get taken down. GG only on 17 HP. Uber already on a 3k this round. Down to 1 HP. He actually clutches it. 1 HP clutch by GD. Awesome stuff coming out. Nice 1v2 from him.
A really good way to actually kick it off as well. Obviously, they're going to get that first pistol round on the board. Canada, you know, this is sort of reminiscent of USA earlier today, unable to get those first pistol rounds. Maybe we might see Mexico stepping it up a little bit here, starting to assert some dominance early on into the game. Obviously, they've got the advantage. They have gone for 4 Galils and 1 UMP there on that side. An interesting buy coming out. I don't remember the last time I've seen that many Galils.
Yeah, it's a very unpopular kind of idea of taking guns, but basically they're going to send in GD first with his UMP. Close range squads, just run and gun kind of action. See what happens at B. As you can see, he spotted Dabs jumping up and down there, so he'll tell his team that he's seen at least 1 person. And as you can see, 2 people pushing up middle. Twist actually successful in getting that kill. He's just got to fall back now. So man advantage here for Canada. They're very spread out, it seems, as well. Mexico. I mean, you got 1 at apps, you got 1 towards underpass, and 2 by T-spawn. They don't seem to have a proper idea what's going on here, and this could be dangerous for them.
Yeah, this could be very risky. Twists will pop out on short, trying to see what he can actually find. Just receives a little bit of damage and is forced to reposition as he shuttles his way back. Now, could get a bit risky here if Mexico continue on to lose another member before they actually get this traded back out. Semphis as well. That nade barely actually touching him as they nade in towards window, wanted to get him a little bit low, make him a bit squishy up. Oh, Android definitely should have gone down that situation, but just proving how powerful we can be with that Deagle coming out. Semphis as well firing back. And a round that should have been in Mexico's hands quickly gone out of the window.
Yeah, this idea has just been torn apart really. They should be able to get this 4th kill. Dabs does, and it's only Kinky in that 1v5. And like, their idea of going on the past the middle, that's probably the worst idea you can do against an anti-eco. Bomb will be planted down for Kinky, but in this 1v4, he doesn't really have a chance. But yeah, going middle, you can be shot from short, shot from window, connector. I mean, it's probably the worst plan. I mean, maybe if you go A ramp kind of together, and yeah, you don't really have to watch that many places. You can just refrag quite easily. But at middle, you're just all over the place. I mean, it was just so sloppy that was by Mexico, and this round should be picked up. See, Kinky does take down one, does take down two.
Obviously not a lot of time here as well. Android basically forced to just hold on to the bomb. His teammate going to be holding the angle to try and find that frag. Kinky so very low though. Just takes one Deagle tap to actually take him down. But yeah, that was very, very odd overall. I mean, that's the thing when you look at it as well. Even the buy and the style of CS they played there just looked a bit dated.
Yeah, that was not the best idea. But that one, he actually almost guts that 1v5. I mean, if Andrew would have missed that bullet of Deagle and he actually killed the bomber, it would have been a 1v5 successful clutch. So he did get the bomb down, not too bad, killing 3 members in the process. But yeah, just very sloppy there by Mexico. I mean, that's not how you play your anti-ecos, man. You're meant to be playing at range and not just down middle, stuck down there on the window. I mean, Selfrid's got all the information possible, and Android hit a nice 1 bull as well. I think he got 2 free frags during that time, but saying that now, Mexico actually got out to this big bomb site with 2 frags, and now Semphis even and fins up. Bomb is planted, so not too bad. They didn't even actually put that much investment into this round. We do see an M4 on Marquis, so he can put some damage here, but he does actually get taken down. Semphis gets his 2nd of the round, and Kinky again left on his own in a 1v3 does get taken down by Android. So again, not too bad for Mexico. Bomb down, should be able to even afford an AWP now. I'd like to see some middle presence, maybe TSM smoke into middle, catch Canada off guard, get that mid presence and not be scared by Canada. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot of aggression coming out from Canada. Hopefully Mexico will be expecting that if that is happening.
Yeah, because that's sort of been the case as well. You know, a lot of these teams, once they start to bounce back into it here, they've gone for that all-out aggression, tried to just batter down their opponent, really remove their confidence early. So if Mexico are ready for that, just set up in those positions and kind of do try and go for those more aggressive peaks, should be able to get themselves an advantage. GD on the AWP as well, they can try and assert a little bit more dominance towards mid. That's going to be the play, trying to get that mid control. But Android, Galil in hand, pops out, finds himself a juicy little headshot to kick off the round as he takes down Kinky. Luckily, Flame will be able to respond.
Yeah, Flame does respond onto the short player in Twist, but Semphis here. Beautiful position and beautiful execution there of his bullets there, getting 2 kills. And a 3rd, beautiful headshot onto Mark. He actually just taking that middle presence all by himself. He doesn't give a damn. He knows he's better than these players. Outstanding stuff. Great shot by Android as well at the start of the round. I mean, I was just going to say at the start of this round, mid presence is so important. If you're going to be controlling that middle, you're like 99 times out of 100 got to win the map overall. I mean, it's just so important, that middle presence. If you're a terrorist and you're locking that down, getting good presence of that, you're going to get 7 or 8 rounds at least on your T half.
Yeah, that's true indeed. I mean, that's the thing. It's all about that mid control in Mexico. Even though they've been able to get out early, just being dismantled by any line of defense. You can do this as well, just pacing around each other at top mid here, as Android unfortunately not able to be aware of Sprader's position, so he will take him down and can try and scuttle out of there as well. If he goes towards the big bomb site, might be able to give himself a little bit of breathing room, but he's really going to have to go quick. Only 20 seconds left on the clock. They will give the game away here. They'll be aware of his positioning as he hammers his way through. Actually, he's going to opt to go for the save, it seems, though. Obviously, only 15 seconds left on the clock. It's not worth the risk.
He hasn't got any chance really whatsoever to win this round. It's Canada, comfortable work there, solely thanks to Semphis really in that opening kill from Android. But yeah, I'm worried now that Mexico are going to be like pulled back a lot, like as in like not get any much map control whatsoever, and that's where it can all go wrong. If you just let Canada do their own thing and they're successful at doing that, Mexico, you're going to see him a lot of the rounds hang back by outside A ramp, stuff like that, and like stuck in B apps. Like, they need to get some kind of control and be confident in what they do.
Yeah, anything they're going to do here, they need to at least have sort of that drive behind it, put your all into it, and just see if you can batter down the defences of that side of Canada. Because right now they're just looking unbeatable compared to Mexico. You know, they had that fantastic pistol round down to individual skill, but it's all gone out the window a little bit now. And this is the thing, they need to try and bounce back into it. So setting up for the A take here again as well.
Yeah, as you can see, look how far back. I mean, I know they're setting up for an A present, but look at Twist. He basically knows. He's got all, like, him and Semfris have got all that middle control, and that allows two men, and Semfris is going to quickly come back and help his team. That's three people already towards that A bomb site, helping that A push, and look how easy it is for this. All the kills coming in from every member of the team at the A bomb site, all three getting at least a frag there, 2-piece for Android, 2-piece from Uber, 1 kill over by Jungle there by Semfris, and that's why it's so important in that middle. I mean, they just shut down Mexico without even losing a man there.
Yeah. That's a great defense coming out, just being able to rip for everyone. No answers, and this is Mexico's map pick. This is the one they felt slightly more confident on, and they're not showing that right now. They are going to once again try and hit that mid control. Let's see if they can actually get out. Semfris is there with the AWP. We know how efficient he can be with this weapon in his hands. Won't even need to do anything just yet, though, as Android is doing the job. Missing a little bit is Semfris, trying to recover himself, but he is definitely panicking. No frag's actually going to come out from him. He has been taken down, and Canada could potentially fall into this round.
Yeah, it is 2v3. I mean, it's only bomb down actually towards that door towards T-spawn, so it's going to take Mexico at least another 10 seconds to actually get that bomb and decide where exactly they want to go.
All of that time just slowly ticking down on the clock, allowing Canada to have a bit more breathing room towards the B bomb site, though. It rides on if Daps can get this initial frag and actually stay alive. If he goes down, this is where Mexico should be able to capitalise off the back of the round. He is trying to go for the information play, actually spots out Kinky, takes him down. Flame was able to respond, Semfris left in a 1 versus 2 now, Uber even.
Yeah, he has got a Molotov in the kit, bomb does get, but great use of a Molotov actually.
Slowly making that play towards the site, seeing what he can find, having a bit of a sniff around, seeing if anyone is going to peek into him. Mexico just sitting in their after plants right now. They don't need to go for the aggressive face, they can just hold back. He will spot out one of them in GD. He needs to clear Van first, it's not going to work out. Flame able to land that blow through his head, takes him down, and they take it to a 2-4 scoreline.
Yeah, nice round there by Mexico. Taking that second round, but we are going to see a double up set up here coming out from Canada.
Yeah, this double up set up in the hands of Semfris and Uber. Obviously Semfris in the previous round, if he would have actually hit his AWP shots, they wouldn't have lost that round towards Canada. Mid control is such a vital thing, and it's really unfortunate. So hopefully he can step it up a little bit moving into this round as Mexico. They want to try and take mid control once again, and they've been able to do so. They slipped their way through. It's just going to be Connector that's hard fought for. They do take down Twist. Semfris also getting obliterated. Great stuff on the board there from Sprader. That's going to come out to try and regain a little bit of control, struggling as he sprays through. Will eventually take down Sprader and get that response frag on towards GD as well, but left in a 1 versus 2 now.
Yeah, this is definitely possible for 1v2. Kinky, 28 HP, Flame, full HP. As you can see, Flame's just gonna smoke off the area for him to actually plant in that smoke. Dabs, is he gonna be aware of where Kinky is? The answer is just about yes. 46 HP left. Flame gonna go into the CT spawn here now. He's actually got a Molotov and a smoke. Sorry, and a flash, pardon me. Got good positional advantage here on Dabs. Dabs is hoping that he's just gonna peek out, but that's not going to happen. So Flame in a very good position here to actually win this round. Dabs, maybe if he Molotovs behind the box there, he could actually flush him out, but he's not going to do that. Maybe he is.
Trying to force him to peek into him. Dap tap the bomb as well. Flame forced him through that Molotov. Staying alive for the meantime. Dap's actually not in a free ticket booth. He is just going to force to run away as well, because he can't actually defuse the bomb. Taken out by the bomb blast, and Mexico picking up that round.
Yeah, a bit of a scrappy round, scrappy 1v1 there, but Mexico getting their second round on the board. Canada, not the greatest in money. They are going to actually force buy into this. We do see a scout on Uber and AWP on Semphis. So this is a bit of a strange buy. 5-7 on Android. M4 actually on Twitch. So not the worst buy in the world, but this is a great chance for Mexico to actually even Finch up and put Canada on an eco on their T side.
Good situation to be in, obviously trying to set Canada back a little bit here because they don't have too much money in the bank. This is the great spot for Mexico, you know, they needed this. They needed to try and set their dominance a little bit here. That T side's going to be so much easier for them, I feel, in their CT half. And nice amount of frags actually coming out early on. They do take down Uber. Android is trying to respond with that scout. Can't quite get the angle and is forced to move away due to the molly.
Yeah, he did actually tag GD up to 26, 7 HP, but Semphis there getting that frag onto Kinky, but Marquis actually killing Semphis before being traded by Android instantly. So 3v3 situation. Two of the Mexican team are quite low as they slowly worked away toward. Looks like they're gonna go back. Flame is gonna see what he can do here up this ramp on his own. It's all probably going to come down to this play. If he does get that kill, you probably see that bomb fast come around T's bomb. The answer is no. Android getting a kill, so the bomb is actually going to go back towards B apps here. As you can see, GD here coming out towards the end of apps. Is he going to expect Dabs there? No, he doesn't. Dabs with his P250 getting that crucial kill there onto GD, and it's all down to the lonely Mexican player on 50 HP. 25 seconds. He's got to fasten it up a bit, and Dabs has spotted him, so he'll tell his teammates here exactly where he is at the end of this app. Not much hope here for this poor old Mexican last player.
Yeah, left on Sprader. He will peek in towards Android. That was an easy frag actually coming out there. He takes him down.
Yeah, and that's a force buy coming in play out of Canada, and that's the kind of unfortunate thing about Mexico. They got themselves in a good position, winning 2 rounds. Canada were forced to only a scout and 2 pistols, and Mexico couldn't convert that into the win. As you can see, money's not looking great at all, and now it's just swings into Canada's favour nicely here.
Yeah, looking dominant. Back on the ball right now, as obviously Mexico were the ones that were just going blow for blow up against them, but Canada starting to return to their original spot. Semphis will actually come with that frag on towards Kinky. Twist will follow up as well on towards Spider. Flame attempts to respond, will be able to take down Twist, and they going in to blow his teammates out of the water though. And unfortunately Marky and Flame also going to go down.
Yeah, and this is what I'm worried about now. I mean, Canada winning that crucial round, money still not great at Mexico. I wouldn't be surprised if you see Canada run away with this on an 11-4 or even a 12-3 scoreline in this half. It's just looking like they're going to be able to run away with this, I think.
Yeah, now they've sort of gone back in there, you know, you can see the effects done, the damage done to the economy of Mexico as well, so it's getting to that point where it seems like Canada are back on point, not going to try and let those same mistakes happen. They actually do slip out on towards the bomb site though, they take down Uber in that initial confrontation. Semphis as well, going to try and keep this paint train trucking through. Just going to come in with a couple of nice headshots though, start to regain control of that bomb site. Marquis and GD, last 2 men left standing. They are not in a great spot, both of them very low. Tapping away these Tech 9s do find the initial opening frags though. Now they need to still try and deal with 2 more members of that side. Marquis trapped in by Sandwich, does find one, almost going to get that second frag on towards Semphis. He'll take 1 bullet to do it, and he is able to get away with it. Grabs the AWP as well, 3k for Marquis, and another round going into the Bank of Mexico.
I mean, I did say I thought Canada would run away with this, but I mean, that was a 2v4 situation, and that's just massive mistakes there by Canada. I mean, Dab should have easily been able to take him down there and just whiffed his shots, and a 1v2 unexpected clutch from Marquis. So maybe that's the bit of luck that Mexico needed. Somehow winning that round that they weren't expected to win, and now as you can see, the money has gone in the opposite way now. Not a great buy here for Canada. This again is another chance from Mexico to really break the money for Canada and get about 6 or 7 rounds on the border on their T half.
This is when they need to just try and keep it going then. Back on the upper hand here, obviously with the weaponry as well. They have gone blow for blow so far. Kinky going to go down on the side of Mexico. Canada losing Semphis. They want to try and make their play towards that B bomb site, but they need to take down Daps. He's going to be the critical factor. The catalyst into the rounds. He pokes out, does take down Flame. Is able to get away with his life as well. Same cannot be said for Flame as he was just obliterated.
Twisty's so close to getting a kill through the smoke there. That he's probably going to be able to take down both players there. He does. I mean, Mexico are just stuck in a corner there. They got. I mean, Uber had all the information there as well. He had a really nice position there, A-Ramp, to just solely be able to watch that A site, and that's how Canada have just been able to take this round. Should be quite comfortably now as Marquis only on 12 HP. It's not looking good for Mexico. But money isn't actually too bad on the C side. They won't be money broken completely. They'll be able to buy in this round.
Yeah, and they're still sort of showing little signs of confidence now and then. They sort of have this sort of random bursts of individual skill. It's a shame they're not sort of as consistent as that, because they really would be quite a team to be reckoned with right now, but it's just every now and then they're popping off. If they can all start to distribute the weight between themselves on Mexico, it definitely could bring this back a little bit here, but they need to do something soon, obviously, as well. 4 rounds, not enough really in your T half. By far, they need to try and step back into it with a bit of a shaky buy as well into this one as they try and go for that A play.
Not actually as good as a buy as I thought. They only got Tech 9 and Deagle. Well, 3 AKs, decent utility. Gotta go for this A smoke shot and try and quickly get into that site and get that bomb down. As you can see, playing very far back are the Canada players. But actually, we're going to see all 5 of Mexico do this. We're not going to see a lurker like we've seen normally by Kinky, but as we see, all 5 people outside A ramp here. And look at Canada. There's actually 4 players of Canada here ready for this defense, ready for this attack. I mean, Mortos coming in, nades coming in. This is going to be so hard for Mexico to actually get through here. They can't even get past A ramp. As Uber takes down one here, it's an all-round team effort there. Everyone getting a frag apiece except for Twists. 2 kills for Uber. Comfortable round there. But kind of just shows how much aggression and information they're always getting on this CT side. They just knew exactly what was coming.
Oh yeah, they completely switched on there. Very easy for the Mexico as well, you know. They had the teamwork there, they did the setup, they wanted to try and zone out the CTs, but it just didn't happen. They themselves just got outplayed vastly by the UC utility from Canada, and it just looked healthy. So, into this one as well, just trying to go for a bit of a more aggressive play, just hit them with a high tempo, it seems. They work their way down through mid here, going to go for underpass towards that A bomb site. But Android in connector, he has been such a massive factor every time they try and get this mid control, and he's still going to do it. Takes down Flame.
Yeah, no, this should be a very comfortable round win for the Canadian side to get themselves good money going into the last 2 rounds. Semfris takes down 2. Uber struggling there actually against Marquis. He actually wins that duel, Marquis does, only with a deagle and no armor. So nice headshot on Android while he's blind as well. So 2 kills for Marquis so far. Oh, nice one pulled on to Semfris as well. Nice round there from Marquis, but unfortunately not good enough to win the round for them. So 3 people taken down by Canada as they take the score to 9-4.
Yep, that is going to be the scores on the doors. The buys come in with the AKs here as well for Mexico. Marquis, he has that AWP. He is going to try and go for a pick here, but where's he going to try and take this? Towards mid. Probably not actually going to go for the straight face up. No one is actually there to try and contest him. Semfris is there, but he's actually pushed up a little bit here, playing from short.
Yeah, again, that aggression coming out. I mean, Mexico haven't been able to get any middle access at all in this half, really. As you can see, Android, he's took all that map control. Just had so much map control, really, in this half. And Kinky, though, he could do something here, but Uber, watching that A-ramp, Android. This could be huge by Android here.
Obviously that backstab coming into effect could be ridiculously massive if he can actually pull it off. He is just tip-turn around in the meantime. We'll spot out Marquis, lines up the shot, rattles off. It looked like Marquis might have actually been able to take him down there, but eventually he'll be able to pick up the frag. Wants some more as well. Firing off towards mid, does take down GD, and it's just left on Kinky and Flame. Spread so thin though, Kinky on the A-bomb site. We'll get 1 frag, but that's going to be all he's able to find. And Flame going to go down to Android here.
Yeah, just the general awareness from Canada is just outstanding. You can see how much better and how much more experienced they are to be doing these plays, and Android making that play there, and You've just seen it time and time again from these players taking so much map control, like I was previously saying. It just shows that Canada are just a lot better than Mexico. They're playing too slow, they get boxed in a lot. I was worried that map control would be a massive factor in this half, and it really has been.
Yeah, Mexico really haven't been able to achieve too much. They've just been absolutely overwhelmed by Canada. You know, 4 rounds on the board here. Maybe if they can get a 5th round, they'll have some fight left in them into the second half. But this is probably going to be Canada just going through this, what you'd imagine, with 11 rounds, and then just really picking it up on the pistols once again. They are going to try and push in towards that site. Kinky does go down, and the rest of his teammates taking a lot of damage as they begin to drop as well. Android drops into Sandwich, gets the 2k, wanted the 3rd frag, but didn't quite go his way just yet. Daps to lay the final blow though, and that is going to be 11-4.
Yeah, 11-4 scoreline here. Canada, I mean, it should have really been 12-3 or 13-2, just that 2v4 mistake really coming in when they should have easily won that round. And even though Canada didn't play like unbelievable, it was just smart play and good map control that really won them that half. And of course good holding of the bomb sites most of the half anyway for them to take that 11-4 scoreline. Interesting to see Semfus has got a deagle, so maybe he's going to take that middle spawn and try and go for that Wumble dig into the window. Let's see what he does. We just see if he actually does connect this shot.
Doesn't seem like anyone's actually going to be there to try
Yeah.
and contest him. Kinky maybe with a late face towards connector.
It looks like a fast B push is happening here with Semfus coming in short as well. He does actually get a headshot onto GD as Android gets a kill, and Flame on 1 HP gets taken down by Uber. 2v4 situation here, not looking good for Mexico. They really needed this pistol round to try and make some kind of comeback because they're really far behind now.
Right up. Last man left standing as the comes in. He will actually take down Semfus with that USB. He's able to take his head clean off. Unfortunately, that is all he could achieve in towards the round before he gets taken down there by Android with a Glock.
Yeah, pretty comfortable round. Basic strat there by kind of just a B split really. Never looked like Mexico would have win that round. And Android, he's actually on 21 frags, playing really well. I mean, we didn't see him play in the first games. I think this is his first game that he's played, so really putting in a solid performance and maybe put his name out there for tomorrow's best of 5 grand final against USA should Canada get through. So that'll be interesting to see. It'd be interesting to see both lineups as well in the final. Who will exactly play as Canada come out with this fast speed push. But Markey actually gets 2 frags. Job done for him. Very well done. Only solo there on the B site, so man advantage here for Mexico as the bomb does get put down.
Frags
My
coming in
God,
very
what
easily there, the retake, yeah.
I mean, they only lost 1 man there. Great skill there by Mexico on that retake. Quickly, all Canadian players get taken down, and that's a Mexico with an unexpected 4-spy win.
Great way to do it as well. They're able to really just screw with the economy of Canada. These buys can come out now for Mexico, and this could be a great way for them to start to come back into this on their CTR. If they've got all of those weapons, they've got the utility. Canada has nothing. They just need to make sure Canada don't get away with anything crazy just with these pistols.
Yeah, no surprise Canada are going for that 4-spy. They want to get this over and done with, really. So 12-5 here. This is a great chance for Mexico to really get that money going. They need to get past this test now. I mean, there's only pistols for Canada. Hopefully Mexico can hold this and really give us a game on our hands here.
We'll have to wait and see if that is going to be the case though, as they try and make their way once again towards that B bomb site. They will actually get that opening frag on towards Marky. GD going to respond towards Twist though. Now they start to flood out. They need to get that bomb planted at some point as well. GD going to go down. Memphis unfortunately follows the same fate. Push coming into the site from Sprader though as he tries to sprint round. Just rattling shots off, struggling a little bit. It all comes down to Android. Unfortunately, the 1 versus 2, the flank from Flame proving a little bit too strong. They're able to pick that one up.
Yeah, they do pass the test with flying colours, and Canada haven't got the greatest of money, but again, we are going to see a 4-spy coming out from Canada. They're not going to give up on this. They want to break the money of Mexico. We actually see Semfus just about being able to afford an AK. No utility and no head armor here, so that's it. 3 members are looking to take this middle control with Semfus' AK. Can he do some damage? Answer is no, doesn't even get a kill. Kinky down to 15 HP is Flame, but man advances from Mexico already, and that AK has been taken down, but Uber will pick it up straight away. Oh my god, look at Flame! Look at Flame! He doesn't even know he does now. He shoots, twists. They were literally hugging each other for about 10 seconds there. That was comical stuff, but Flame does come out on top there.
Trying to get that control as well towards mid here. They're losing their numbers a little bit. Mexico actually doing a very good job of just picking them off one by one. Spot out Uber now as well. They're going to take the fight to him. They do take him down. Mexico, the CT side, proving quite strong as they start to work their way back in. Obviously Canada as well. Their economy is still broken, so it's only going to be a matter of time until they get back into that buy. That's going to be the true story if Mexico can actually hold them out once they get that cash again.
Yeah, and Canada got to be a little bit careful here now. They are going to equal here and go for the next round buy. I mean, if Mexico win the next 2 to 3 rounds, like, they're not far behind whatsoever on this favoured CT side as well, and it's their map choice, so they obviously are very confident on this map, so it's not over and done with yet. Saying that, Android, beautiful one bull deagle headshot onto Kinky over them stairs from A ramp.
Oh, Samples as well, going to come in with one there on towards Sprader. Flame does retaliate, just firing off a few pot shots. Is going to hold him back and create a little bit of space for that side.
Yeah, and GD gets one headshot here. Can he pick up a second? He actually does to even things out here. Twists and Dab's been taken there, so back to a 3v3 situation.
A bomb site completely under the control of Canada. They have leaked their way on, and they're just waiting for the right time to get that bomb planted. Don't need to rush into anything just yet. Obviously, still a lot of time to play, over a minute on the clock. They have utility to try and go for the retake here as they peek their way around towards CT. Flame would go for the jump face, just spotting over towards ticket box. Marky going to opt to just spam through the smoke and gets an instant frag on towards Android, just leaving Semphus and Uber with those measly pistols in a bit of a horrific situation. It gets worse by the second. GD takes down Semphus. Marky pushing on towards the site, finds that frag as well on Uber. Now they can defuse the bomb.
Yeah, and that 3v5, Canada getting them first 2 picks, but Mexico actually picking up all the remaining frags there to take that round, and that's 12-8, and the money looking good for Mexico. I mean, there was nearly 12k for Kinky before he bought there, so all 5 members not too bad on the money now. Canada on the ropes, they've lost the last 4 rounds in a row.
Yeah, not a fantastic spot, but obviously with the cash in their favour again and they can get out this buy, it just depends if they can do the damage with the weapons. They've got that AWP on Semphus as well. He wasn't looking fantastic today compared to the form we usually see him with the AWP, so hopefully he's tried to step that up a little bit now as they make their way out.
Yeah, and I mean, USA, if you're watching here now, they'll be praying and hoping for Canada to underrate these guys and Mexico to get a surprise upset here on this map.
Yeah, definitely, that would be a great way. Obviously this is Mexico's map pick. They're looking quite strong. 8 rounds on the board already. Possibly trying to make it into round number 9 here on the 21st round of the game. They are setting up for this A take still. They've been waiting for the right time to go for the strike to hit free mid as well. Try and overpower their opponents when they least expect it. And it seems like it will be in a matter of seconds now as they slowly begin to tiptoe their way up. Android looking to find that entry. The smokes go in. Now this is when they need to capitalise off the back of it. Nice use of utility here coming out from Mexico, able to create a lot of space. Break up the players on the side of Canada. They can't really group up just yet. The bomb can hurry around as well as they try and flood their way in.
Yeah, Sprader's in a great position here now. Oh my god, 4 frags coming in. Uber only gets to reply now, and Uber actually picking up his 3rd of the round now. 1v2 situation here. Can he pick off GD? No, it's the answer in Mexico. Getting their 9th round on the board, 5th in a row as well. Great hold there at A. Gotta say, that was solid work. And we've really got a game on our hands here now. I mean, I don't think anyone expected Mexico to put up any kind of a fight whatsoever. And Canada, I'd be really worried if I was them now. I mean, they do get a buyout here, but Mexico, they're not going out without a fight, that's for sure.
Yeah, Mexico looking good right now. I mean, this is the thing, you know. Oh, Flame! Just straight through the smoke, just shoots, twists, dead. Takes him out with the AWP. Semphus as well, going to go down to Kinky. Mexico, This is going to be round 10. They're very close to actually equalising the scoreline. You know, you can see them actually securing 11 rounds here before Canada even have a chance to try and respond at this point if they keep it up. They do take down Sprader. Uber's going to be the man to lay that killing blow. They still need to make their way towards the bomb site, and Flame is there. Got that AWP in hand. Daps as well. You're trying to tiptoe through apps right now. They try and go together. They have utility to play with. Just zone out Mexico, create a little bit more space here and work together on this.
Yeah, I mean, now they've been playing so well in these last 5 or 6 rounds. I mean, they're in a good position here. The one-man advances, they got no room for error, really. Can't make too many mistakes against such quality players in the Canadian team. You just got to go and play outstanding, really, to pull off this surprise result. I mean, one-man advantage, 3 rounds down only. Just a great chance for them to get their 10th round the ball and really get themselves back into this game.
They are repositioning as they make their way towards B. There's only going to be one man on the site. They need to find that frag onto him though. Flame actually going to opt to start to reposition now to try and get over there to help them out. Uber coming in, finds the entry frag, takes down GD, but what more can he actually achieve? Daps there as well, firing off pot shots, takes down Kinky. Canada looking like all of a sudden a return to form for the side, but Marquis, he wants none of this. Tries to end this reign of terror as he finds that frag over. Uber. Get the bomb down, the backup, Android as well, Marquis. Definitely a talented player on that side as he makes his way in towards the site. And he find these frags though. Take down both of the players to actually win this one. Uber is just waiting. Both of them watching different angles here. Marquis allowed to slip out through window, trying to tiptoe around on towards the site. Firing a few pot shots, takes down Android, needs to get that second frag over, but unfortunately for him, Uber proving to be a little bit too much to handle, takes him down. Canada finally come back into the game.
Yeah, I don't think they 2 Canadian players actually expected him to get out that window over to the right there, and so unfortunate for Mexico. But that was just poor play from them. 4v3 situation, you're leaving a player with 25 seconds to go on his own at B. I mean, you had 3 people at A. Why didn't you just go 2 and 2 and play together there? Like, I mean, keeping a guy on his own with a one-man advantage, you don't need to do that. Even if you let him into sight, like, even do play it on retake, maybe get your frag. Oh, horrible play there, I thought. But this is a lot better. It's showing the aggression to Canada and being successful here. Now they've only lost 1 man, and saying that now, Marquis, great refragging there, but Android picking up 2 on his own, still on 100 HP in this 1v2. Mexico need to convert this into a round to break Canada's money here now. Money isn't looking too good for both sides.
Yeah, this is a really awkward spot to be in. Android as well. Left in this 1v2, a very quick round already, and I mean, gonna try and reposition, wants to go towards the A bomb site. Kinky has mid control. Flames at A with that AWP. He's focused in towards connector right now, so if he does try and go fast out, he will at least be able to get onto the site, you'd imagine. Flame still just heavily focused. Start to reposition. If he scopes him out, so actually looks like he's going to rotate off potentially towards CT here, so there's a little bit of time to try and slip in, but he is just waiting in apps right now, a bit paranoid is Android.
I like the way Mexico actually playing here now. They're not playing for this 1v1 duels really, as we see Flame slowly going to that ticket. As you see Android, he's going to go for this A apps. As you see Kinky slowly going back and checking towards them B apps to see if Android is going to come out. The question is Android going to expect Flame here? Looks like he is. I think he has seen him. Oh, so close to getting taken down. Flame. He should be. No, he doesn't. Android with a nice headshot. Has he seen Kinky? I think he has. Android takes that. Takes him down with ease, not even losing 1 HP. 4-man for him. Oh, that's disastrous for Mexico. They had that so good there. I mean, that was a 2v4 situation at one stage, and look at the money. It's in tatters, man. Just great individual play from Android. He's on 28 frags, really performing well for his country.
Yeah, he's gotten massive, which is really cool to see as well. Definitely doing a lot of damage. Obviously, he was the newest addition to the complexity lineup, and he's been proven to be a bit of a powerhouse since then. So fantastic to see more and more of him. Towards the A bomb site, going to be coming out here though from Canada. Mexico, meanwhile, they only have an AWP on GD. The rest of them absolutely broken, just stuck with these pistols.
Yeah, going for this force, but I mean, they don't want to let Canada on match point. They know the money isn't great for them, as you see Twists taking down Flame, and I mean, it's looking blink now for the Mexican side as Semfris gets his kill, and so does Android. Oh, man. Spider taking down Uber, so 2v2 situation, so quickly gets taken down. 1v1 now, Marquee, Android once again in this situation.
Just get it planted. Marquee is there with the AWP. Actually lands that tag through the box. Android only on 4 HP. It's crazy. Marquee definitely in a position where he is actually able to win this one. And there it is through the smoke. Marquee, my God.
Beautiful stuff. He just expected that straight away. Android getting taken down. Lovely stuff from Marquee. As you were saying, tagged through the box and shooting through the smoke, taking down Android. And that's exactly what Mexico needed. And that forced by 3-man for Marquee. Mexico are right back in this game.
Wow, what a way to do it as well, doing it in style as they try and find their way back in. They're going to buy up around this as well, see what they can actually squeeze out. Marquee obviously is able to drop that AWP and buy an M4 for himself. Meanwhile, the rest of his side going to be just forcing up the FAMASes. Canada, very limited. 3 pistols and 2 AKs. No real utility to talk about. It's going to be a hard fight.
Yeah, definitely no surprise as you see Canada on this force play. I mean, both teams haven't got great money. I mean, whoever wins this round is in a pretty good position to take the next 2 rounds, I'd say.
Definitely so. Pinky's position, unfortunately, going to be compromised. Daps bounces around the corner, is able to find that frag on towards him. Uber also going to take down Spray to the twist, rattling off those shots, trying to find that frag. That nade going in should actually kill him. Will eliminate Flame, GD, and Marquee. Last 2 men left standing. They have a 2 versus 3 retake. They're going to be struggling to do so as they actually get picked off as well. Twist coming in with that headshot on towards GD. And it just goes down to Marquee. Left in a 1 versus 2 here. Twist trying to find this frag. Will do so as he takes him down.
Yeah, and that's 5 match points for Canada.
Now, are they going to be able to close this out quickly here? I mean, look at this as well. Mexico, nothing in the bank there. Spending every last penny they have on these deagles. This really should be a quick one for Canada, you'd imagine. Just close it out here with a 16-10, but even then, a fantastic scoreline for Mexico, really. Oh, maybe not. Sprader coming in with the initial frag, takes down Android with that deagle shot, is able to just absolutely ruin him there.
Yeah, but saying that, 4v2, favour of Canada, 4v1 now. Marquee, it's only a matter of time. And there we have it. Marquee does get taken. 16-10 is the scoreline. That was a pretty close game. I mean, there were some unfortunate moments for Mexico. I mean, when Marquee got that 1v1 lovely clutch against Andrew, we thought, oh, this could be on for a real game. Could have been a 14-12, 14-13 kind of idea going into the last 3 rounds. Would have been outstanding to see. But just that raw talent coming out from Canada. Not the best performance by them, but they do take that first map, 16-10.
Yeah, great way to do it. They are going to be able to close that out. Android as well, finishing the game in style with 30 frags on the board there. Nice way to try and come in here and just sort of set your dominance on the first map. But obviously this is Mexico's map pick. We will be back with the second map shortly. Let's head over to the analyst desk and see just what they thought about this display on Mirage.
Welcome back to the studio, ladies and gentlemen. 16-10 in favor of Canada. Just a couple of details decided this map and a little bit more about that with our analysts. It was really interesting. Mexico got the pistol round, but they lost the second one. A couple of clutches, 3v4, 2v4. Just a couple of details that could have gone the other way.
Yeah, I actually think that Canada was properly challenged on that Mirage by Mexico. I mean, Mexico, if they won some of those crucial rounds, like round 22, round 23, it could have been all different. I mean, economy-wise and so on and so on. So, great showing from Mexico, especially on their city side. Their T side was kind of okay, but they only got 4 rounds. But when they got to the city side, I mean, it's not like Canada was joking around, running around, doing nothing. They actually tried some execute some mid takes and so on and so on. But Mexico was doing a really good job. We even saw that clutch from Marquis on that force buy they had with one up and
through the
four,
box.
yeah. But actually, what I want to talk about is like back in the start of the match. It was around number 6, I think, and the situation we talked about. Like you can see here, Canada battling for that mid control. They're gonna lose the mid fight here. GD is gonna get this kill, and we're down to 2 and 3. And if we can stop the replay right now, 2v3, Uber is immediately gonna focus now on pushing A ramp, which I definitely agree with that call. He knows there are at least 2 guys from Mexico on mid. He doesn't want to fight there, and they're in a disadvantage. So he's gonna push ramp. He's gonna get a really good position. But the problem here for Canada is Daps. He is out of position. He's not going to push those B apps. And in that situation, I would actually like to see him going back, like into market in that kitchen area, so he can survive for a longer time. And we can play on the replay now. Like I said, Uber's gonna push that A ramp. He's gonna get a really good position and some really good info here. But Dabs, he's like in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, he's gonna be hiding behind the site. He's not gonna be spotted immediately by the guy coming from short, but he's gonna get taken down in a really weird position. They're gonna trade 1v1 for him, and in that situation, Uber is left 1v2. So if Daps maybe had a bit better position once they lost the mid fight, he's gonna get a nice kill here, but nice refrag right flame, and like I said, 1v2, 2v1, and they win it. So just the situation we just discussed before the match.
Mexico obviously prepared for the map, just like we talked about in the pre-match analysis.
Well, yeah, their city side was better than their T side. They won a couple of clutch rounds, but I actually think the most crucial rounds would be when Uber and Android clutched 2 rounds in a row. One round being 3 versus 5, and another one being 2 versus 4. So I think Android and Uber stepped up. I think if they lost any of those 2 rounds, they would go on a reset, and maybe Mexico goes on 11, 12 rounds by then, and it will be maybe a harder task for Canada to take that one. But honestly, both of them stepping up here and bringing basically that win to Canada with those 2 rounds, I'm really impressed by their play. They really played good those clutch rounds.
Like Rema likes to say, or his motto is, don't fear but respect your opponent. It seemed like that was the motto of Mexico right here.
Yeah, and I mean, their pick, they were confident on it. They didn't have any fear in them. A lot of respect, but not any fear that they showed playing Mirage. And I'm guessing that this is exactly why the reason both Canada and USA yesterday banned Mirage. I mean, they just don't like to play it, I guess. I mean, although they got the victory, but this was really harder than expected, for me at least. And I mean, a good showing out of Mexico. Unfortunately, next pick is Canada's pick, so...
Okay, but come on, Mexico can be satisfied with this, but obviously they're not gonna give up that easily. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when you lose like this, it was 16-10.
16-10. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they know it was just down to a couple of rounds. Like Rema said, if they won any of those rounds, that they were actually favored to win. I mean, 5v3, 4v2, you should win those rounds. So if they won
I think it was 12-9, and the 2 consecutive rounds they had a chance to just come really close.
That's right. So I'm pretty sure they know it just came down to a couple of rounds. So that basically means at least it looked like that they can battle with Canada on even terms. I mean, so talking about confidence, they should really be confident going into the next map. Even though Mirage was their pick, going into next map, you just prove that you can battle.
Keep on doing it.
Battle for that win. So it's a best of 3. They are still in it. They really shouldn't surrender or anything like that.
Rema, do you think Canada underestimated Mexico a little bit, or do you think they were super serious the whole time?
I think they were serious the whole time. I don't think they messed around or tried something you wouldn't see on official match between maybe two best teams. They really tried their best, especially on their T side, but they made a couple of really huge mistakes, like taking control of mid and getting punished really hard because of not using their utility that well. And then I was like, okay, Mexico has a really good city side. They didn't really show that much on their T side, but city side was really okay, winning the anti-force buy. I think in the second round, I think they lost first round, and Canada decided to push B house with SMGs they got, and they got punished with 5.7 CZs and a scout, I think. So I would definitely not agree with going B house immediately with your guns, just because that can happen. You're on close range coming out of B house, one bullet headshot from 5.7 or CZ, and I don't think that's. And we saw what can happen. If it were to go other way, like Canada won that one, I wouldn't be really praising them like, okay, they got to B house and they won the round just because of that. I don't really like those plays. Like you need to play a bit more carefully on your force buys or that second round buy. So honestly, I would expect Mexico maybe coming with a bit more confidence on that cash, but we'll see.
Okay, switch.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, I mean, by their plays, it's not like they rushed uncontrollably and so on and so on. But I think they kind of underestimated Mexico in a way. On their city side, they force bought every single time, even when they lost the rounds. But they were able to get away with it. And at the beginning of the T side, they actually did the same thing, and it backfired for them. So maybe if they went for that eco like they should, maybe Mexico would have gotten a few rounds less. But then again, we come back to those 2 rounds. So I would say they took this pretty serious, because I think they saw this could get out of control pretty badly.
Yeah. Okay, let's try with the predictions. Dusan.
I'm gonna go 16-3. Even though they had a good showing on Mirage, I have to go with 16-3.
Okay.
16-7 for Canada.
16-7.
Okay, I wanted to say
We're gonna go somewhere in between.
No, I wanted to say 16-7. So I think Canada is gonna win it anyway, 16-8.
Still holding on Canada.
Yep.
Okay, we'll see if Canada will manage to take the second map, or will Mexico manage to take at least one map and then go to a decider. The action bringing to you Jackie and Neil. Let's go, guys.
Cash, Canada versus Mexico. I mean, this is the thing. This could be it. Once again, closed out another 2-0, securing their grand final spot up against USA, Neil. Or can Mexico live up to the damage they were dealing on Mirage and come back in strong into this one?
Yeah, this could technically be the final map in this best of 3 series. Of course, Canada have taken their first map. Cash, CT side for Canada. I mean, I don't think they'll be taking any kind of gambles really. They're just going to play properly serious, get this over and done with. They don't want to take any risks. But saying that though, on this day rush here for Mexico, first 2 frags going in favour, and the third, GD getting 2 out of the 3 frags here. Bomb will be put down. This is a great start here for Mexico. They look really good on Mirage, I have to say. Like the analysts were saying, there was just some small mistakes in a few 4v2 situations that they should have won. But coming out the blocks, this is the perfect start they needed.
This is a great way to kick it off, obviously, here in this 3 versus 2. Android will claim that first frag, though. Takes down GD. Sprayder going to respond. Find that final one on towards Android. Takes a little bit of work, but he can take him down. And Mexico, they get that first round on the board. Once again, going to take the pistol.
Yeah, seems like the kind of heavy favourites seem to always be struggling on their pistol rounds. We've seen it from USA. We've seen it from Canada now as well. I mean, they just don't seem to be pistol masters, do they? But when they have to be on the force buy on the second round, as we see a force buy coming out from Canada. Scout and Android being dropped that scout actually. I think it was like twists. No, actually, Android was able to afford that because he got 3 frags. So good buy coming out here as we see the A-bomb site once again being taken over here by Mexico, catching Canada off guard. Only Semfris was actually in that bomb site, and now I think Canada should really save here. They haven't got much of a chance of winning this round.
No, definitely not. Canada already in too much of a deficit, you'd imagine. It just looks like they're getting pinned down by that side of Mexico. A good situation to be in. They are firing back a little bit here. They've got themselves equalised in a 3-3 score. 3-3 alive, but most likely just going to fall back and go for the save here.
Yeah, I think Andrew's just trying to keep all these Mexican players in the bomb site for them to basically die from the bomb. And as you see, Flame only on 6 HP. But does get taken his life from the bomb being blown. So only one person left alive for Mexico. Likewise for Canada, so Dabs will be able to hold on to that Galil and head armor. It's nice to see that aggression though from Mexico. They didn't give a damn that Canada were kind of forced by the opposite to Mirage. They were very scared, as we've seen. That kind of collapse in middle when Semphis and Android played really well on Mirage in that second round. I mean, good stuff from Mexico as we see a fast B push. Canada taking a gamble, putting 5 people to A. So good read here from Mexico. We'll find an empty bomb site here.
Well, they have been able to slip their way on towards the bomb site with Canada. Can they pull out potentially a bit of a retake here? Can they actually do anything, or will this be Mexico taking that 3-0 very swiftly as they move their way through in towards this game? Canada potentially here as well, looking quite timid. They might actually just not go for this.
Just try to go for some extra frags. Maybe take a gun or two and keep it into the front. Gun round. You see Twist getting taken down towards that vent. Dab's coming in behind him. Doesn't actually get that kill. Wasting shots and clean round for Mexico. Oh, saying that, 2 people get taken away from the bomb there. So again, though, not bad of a round there for Mexico coming into this gun round. Canada now, I feel like they shouldn't underestimate Mexico here. They need to get this start right now. They don't want Mexico taking this first gun round and get a good start on this T half. I mean, we did see Canada struggle on their T half on Mirage, I have to say. It wasn't the best as a performance.
It was very shaky at the beginning of Mirage. It looks like the same sort of history repeating itself, but frags are going to come in there as GD takes down Semphis, and it's looking a little bit shaky here early on into this one. This buy round not working out at all. Mexico, so brutal in their style of CS here as they just batter down their opponents. Looking fantastic right now. 3 versus 4 in towards the round. They will equalise at a 3-3, but Mexico doing a lot of damage early on here, nil on cash.
Yeah, definitely getting them opening 2 kills, and Kinky opening up that A bomb site by killing Uber. Now this is a great situation here for the Mexican side. I mean, they're going to find an empty bomb site. That bomb should be going down, and Sprader is actually in a very good position here. He could actually flank both numbers coming up from highway here. He's a bit careful now. That's GD. He doesn't want to be taken down the next few seconds. He's in a great position. He should be able to take down one, but he actually doesn't. And Andrew gets taken down as well. And that's Kinky getting that free man there in that first go round. And look at this, Mexico 4-0 up here, playing outstanding on their T side. And it's not even their map choice. I mean, Canada, what has happened to them?
Yeah, this is crazy. They're just getting destroyed. They can't do anything here. Mexico just looking more dominant by far, which is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, where was this yesterday? I mean, I was slating Mexico yesterday saying they were really, really poor in that game against the USA, but looking pretty good against Canada. As we see GD taking down one, so does Marky. Good teamwork here coming out. I mean, they have no problems getting out on this A site every round, man, and they're taking this with ease every round, even though Canada are on Nico here. Just overall in these 5 rounds, it's been pretty good for Mexico. And the biggest worry here coming into this next round is if Canada do take round 6, round 7 will be massive for them as well. I mean, if Mexico could break their money halfway into this, we could be seeing 7-1 or even 8-1 kind of scoreline, and Mexico really in the driving seat here.
Yeah, this is pretty wild. Mexico, a tee-off, looking very good. You know, we thought maybe this was going to be the way they worked their way through it. on Mirage. We thought that was their map pick, you know. Potentially that was the reason why they had a fairly good showing. But here on Cash, we see Canada's map pick, where we've seen them have a 16-0 in the past. They can't do anything here now. They're just getting battered by Mexico, which is absolutely ridiculous to think of.
Yeah, it's strange to see this happening. I mean, we see Twists and Semphis, both TSM players, haven't even got a frag between them, so really got to get this half going now. I can imagine Canada won't be too happy at how this has happened, so seems like they're going to go free towards middle here and try and hold this down, lock this down, take the remaining rounds here, and get this over and done with.
Yeah, this is pretty crazy. Now, look into this one as well. And what can they actually do? The flashbang's going over towards mid here, just trying to blind their opponents, see if they can try and flow in off the back of it. But unfortunately, won't be able to get that initial frag this time around. Daps does take down Kinky. Marky does respond onto him though. Twists, trying to regain some amount of control at mid as he is able to battle out Marky, but it's looking like, even into this round, they have been able to get a few frags on the board, but Mexico, they've done this before. When they do get themselves into the back pedal, they start to recover, and they're doing that again. We see GD coming in with the AWP shot on towards Swiss, takes him down. They can now make their play towards the A bomb site as well. They only really need to take over Semphis here to actually gain site control, but he is going to land that shot with the AWP. Goes back in for more, it's not going to work out quite how he wanted it to. Flame able to remove him. Try and get that bomb planted now. They also have GD that can come in with the lurk from mid. He needs to find that frag on towards Uber to save his teammate.
Yeah, but Uber, I don't think Flame is expecting him here. He does now. Uber. Oh, he actually gets taken down. Flame winning that massive duel there. 1v2 for Android. Gets taken down by GD. Beautiful shot there. And my god, what on earth is going on here? Mexico, 6 rounds in a row. Canada, no reply on their CT half. They're in a great position here, man, to take like at least 8 rounds. And as you see, Canada, they don't have a reply to this at all.
Now, this one as well. What can they actually bring to the table here? They're going to try and get into that boost, try and gain mid control. They found a lot of success. No one's there to actually contest them. Obviously, Canada going for this push from the B bomb site, trying to lap their way around. And they find anything though. It's just a matter of time. They obviously have all the information now, and the initial frags can come in off the back of Uber. He drops down, takes out GD. He gets them actually into a good situation. Now, this is the thing, they've done it so many times though, but Mexico seems to just bounce back straight away. Canada, they need to make sure they go on to actually win this round. Semphis going to take down Sprader. Finally, a flurry of frags actually raiding in for the Canadian side as they just batter down everyone from Mexico. They actually look like they're going to pick up their first round on the board here now.
Yeah, nice free bad aggression towards that B bomb site. Didn't have much utility, just went for pure aim there, and it's definitely worked out here. Kinky does get a constellation frag onto Uber and Android actually, so this is actually good economic damage here from Kinky. If he can get one more, that'll definitely be job done for him.
No. Kinky trying to fight back. Fortunately for him, it's not really going to work out. There you have it. I mean, this is the thing. It's just looking like Canada here. They were really on the back pedal. I don't know what's happened. It seems like they've just fallen asleep somehow now between this game and the previous one.
I actually think it's just Mexico playing pretty well, being honest with you. They've come out of the blocks firing, playing some very aggressive strats, catching Canada off guard, and now Canada are thinking to themselves, my god, we're in a bad situation here, boys. Just get it going, and we're one map up. Let's get into that grand final. I mean, they're not playing well in both maps, really.
Mexico going to go down at mid here, just trying to buy themselves a little bit of time. Mexico, they've had so much success here at being able to batter their way out with mid and just bound their way up towards that A-bomb site time and time again. Can Canada actually try and keep this level of aggression going now, actually hold them back? They've done it once, but they really need to try and do it again. Or else that economy is just going to get ruined on their side, put them in even more of a horrific situation. Getting overconfidence though, they're not going with that headstrong plays, they are just going to be holding back, which is smart. Canada showing a lot more respect towards that side of Mexico now.
Yeah, I think Mexico are kind of expecting Canada to get in their faces. As you can see, they're hanging back. They just want Canada to make that mistake, but Canada they're experienced enough to realise what exactly Mexico are trying to do here. As Kinky, I'm not sure if he actually spotted Twist here. It's a nice position here actually by Twist. But look, oh, gets taken out by Kinky. Great start here for Mexico. As they do slowly take this middle slash A control, and Marky taking out Uber, and my god, Mexico looking really good. But Dabs could be the important player here now. He actually gets the bomb down here, 20 seconds now. This Orpert needs to hit the shot, he does on Dabs, and Mexico clean basically round for them, only losing one man, and look at the money on Canada. And this is exactly what I was on about here. When Canada took that one round, this is what has happened now when they've lost and the money isn't looking great. I mean, Mexico are in a position to be 9-1 up here.
Mexico. This is pretty crazy. Just round after round as they batter their way through their opponents. I can see them taking this map right now if they keep playing like this. And Canada, they have no answer to it. They are going to go a little bit aggressive, trying to charge their way in, see if they can find the initial frags to try and help themselves out a little bit as Uber bounces in. Nice opener coming out from Uber, but unfortunately it's not really going to be enough as it does get traded out and they start to flood out on towards that A bomb site now. They need to try and keep up this aggression on that Canadian side, and they are struggling. Mexico trying to put the fear into them. Semfest comes in with two fantastic one digs, and that might have just turned the tide here. I think they can actually pick up this round now as GD left in a 1 versus 2. Make that a 1 versus 1 as he eliminates Daps. Android trying to slip on towards the site, does find the headshot with a P250. And by God, somehow Canada are able to hold on.
Oh my God, that was so sick by Semfest there. Gets that lovely one building, flicks onto the main player to get that second one building, and that's Canada picking off that force by. But money again isn't looking great, even though they won that round. I mean, as you see, Dabs has only got a FAMAS, no utility whatsoever. I mean, this is again for Mexico. They're in a good position to break Canada's money coming into the end of this half. I mean, people might be wondering why Canada is just like tilting and like force buying all the time. I mean, their money there, they just got their money broken. They only had like 1.8 money, so they had to like double eco anyway. So that's why they went into that round on a force buy. So people are thinking they're kind of being disrespectful. No, you see that so often. I mean, you see Fnatic, even Envious. They were kind of the first team to always do that kind of situation where they force buy when they know they have to eco twice. So that was a good decision there by Canada, winning that round now, and this is important for them to kind of get a few rounds on the board in a row to get that money going.
Thing as well, it's just looking crazy right now. Canada, you can see how timid they are as well. It's basically what we've seen earlier throughout so far in this region, especially where basically it was US and Canada making the other team just play the style of CS they needed, really forcing the sort of the fear into them. They've lost a lot of confidence. Now Canada, they're in that shoes. You know, you can see they look quite abused. They have no idea how to counter this. Whereas Mexico, the tempo's there. Everyone's looking quite bubbly, and they're able to find these frags. Everyone's popping off absolutely fantastically as well. Really going big on their side, and it's quite scary to witness. The thing, look at the positioning here from Uber though. He needs to get both of these frags to try and buy his teammates enough time to play with. Will come in, actually damages the second man very low in Spider, but couldn't actually kill him. And they are going to try and go on to the bomb site now towards mid. GD finds that frag towards Twist. That's going to try and respond as well. It is a 3 versus 3. That bomb site under their control, but Semfus is close by. Can go for the peak if he needs to. Jumps around the corner, but it doesn't quite work out. Unfortunately, is swatted out of the air.
Yeah. Beautiful teamwork there, just saving his teammate there on 1 HP, and Android getting taken down. Dabs all on his lonesome. Does take down one man. I mean, the HP not looking too great here. On the Mexican side, sprayed out only on 1 HP, Kinky on 56. I mean, if Dabs just sprays through that box a few bullets, he might find one member here, and he doesn't actually know that both players are here. Great work there. Great teamwork there by Mexico, and that's their 8th round on the board, and there we go again. Canada. Money broken once again. I mean, they're probably going to force buy into this, thinking that they're probably going to be double eco anyway, so Mexico could get double figures in this half.
Yeah, Mexico, they're showing no signs of slowing down right now. This is just absolutely fantastic. Twist comes out with that initial frag though on towards Flame, does take him down. Android spamming out with that Deagle. Trying to see if he can pick anyone off. We'll take down Kinky. And maybe this is actually a round they can start to claw back here now. Even then, Mexico, I mean, they've basically won the half at this point.
Yeah, they've already won the half, but I mean, this is a great opportunity to win this round when they're only on pistols, Canada, but 5v3 situation, and Canada looking very favourable to take this round. I mean, so far, this is not the Canada we were expecting, Jackie. I mean, if they're going to get into the final against USA, they're going to need to step up a lot if they've got any chance to win that best of 5 against America. America have looked so good in their games and very comfortable. I mean, it's not looking great for Canada. America the USA will be so happy how this has gone so far and seeing the weak points of Canada. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a pick of cash from the USA if Canada do get through.
Gonna make their way out towards this site. Memphis gonna be able to find that frag on towards Sprader. Android does respond though, takes him down. GD eventually will hit the deck, but what a shaky round nonetheless.
And the most important thing to say there is, well, 2 points are, Canada didn't even lose a man. They took 4 of the guns, well, 5. One of them was a Mac 10, but like I'm saying, like as in AKs and naught, they took the guns off the hands of Mexico. The second point is Mexico's money is in tatters now, and this is gonna let Canada get right back in this game. I mean, if Mexico would have won that round, that would have been Canada all on 2K, 9-2, probably going on to 10-2. Now we're gonna probably be seeing 8-4 at least. Canada getting that lifeline.
They do take down Uber here towards mid as well. Daps is going to find Kinky. He is able to put him down. They have secured that bomb site, but it's looking very shaky. The bomb will get planted in the end, but a retake should be on the cards here for Canada as they start to flood their way in. Unfortunately, Daps actually gets taken down by Flame. They will get the trade in the end. Semfos going in with the 2K there. GD just going for these pre-fires with the AWPs, trying to see if he can actually land on anything. Unfortunately, can't quite spot anyone out just yet. The no-scope doesn't land, and Canada do pick up the round.
Yeah, Canada picked up a bomb plant there for Mexico. They're going to be able to just about afford no head armor, but should be alright. I mean, now Mexico, they don't deserve only to get 8-7 in this half. They've been playing outstanding. I mean, they'll be looking to get at least 2 of the last 3 rounds to take that 10-5, maybe even 11-4 scoreline going into their CT side. They'll be extremely happy how these first 12 rounds have gone.
This is just an absolute spectacle to watch here with Mexico just starting to make their way back into this very dominantly. Semfos is going to get absolutely railed down towards mid though. Nice frag coming out from Marky. Dap's going to respond with one. Wanted to try and get that second, but doesn't quite go his favour. GD as well, hammering out. Will take down Android. Could be round 9 on the board for Mexico at this point. Twist towards mid. We'll find that headshot on towards Sprader. Good reactions there. Kinky trying to take the battle back though. Removes Uber. And it falls on Twists, the man himself, a 1 versus 2. Will need to have 3 frags into this round to try and win it out for his side. But at least give Canada 5 rounds on the board, or this is going to be number 9 snapped up for Mexico.
Yeah, I mean, I like the way Mexico are playing here. They're just taking their time. They've got a full minute to work with and sniff out to find out exactly where Twist is playing. But now, actually, I don't like this play. They're very spread out now. I mean, if Twist was pushing B main there, he would literally take down the bomb and he'll have full control of that without any indication of getting any refrags. So they need to be very careful here. Kinky goes out of this forklift. But bomb will be planted. It's going to be in a good situation now for the Mexican side. But Kinky needs to be very careful here. Twists. Makes it into 1v1, picks up that AK, and now Flame. I mean, the HB and the nades are in favour of Twist here, so it's going to be a 1v1 here, Twist versus Flame. Flame at this back box here. Twist just about to come in CT spawn into the site now. I mean, this plant as well, smoke we're getting put down here. Twist is actually going to be able to defuse this behind the box. And... oh, no, actually. Flame getting that kill onto Twist. Beautiful stuff there. Picking up the knife round on the board here for Mexico.
They're going to go free. They've done it. They're 9 rounds on the board, and I'm not going to be surprised if they go on to actually try and get this to a minimum of 10 at this point, because they've just been heavily dominant in their T half. Canada have no answer to it at all. They've got the double up set up now. Dap's actually forced to use just a measly 5-7 though. There you go, trying to slip out. And they actually find Dap's a lot of mid control right here, as you can get all this information, say tiptoe and behind them. Uber firing out with that M4. Let's transfer a little bit of damage over, but it's not going to be too much. This rides on Daps. He might have the weakest firearm, but he definitely has the biggest play into the round. Unfortunately, it won't really work out for him. He does get taken down, and the rest of his teammates all going to suffer the same fate. Everyone getting obliterated here. It just rides on both of those AWPs, on Semphus and Android, to try and win the round, and it's not going to work out from them. Android goes down just on Semphus now, 1v5 to at least try and get them 5 rounds on the board. And Mexico, this should be number 10 straight away.
Yeah, indeed, double figures coming up for Mexico. This is so unexpected. I mean, they played an absolutely spectacular T-half, I have to say. I mean, very hats off, no matter what this result is. They're really putting in a good performance. They put Canada on the ropes here.
Memphis will get one, but obviously right now they're just hunting him. They're just trying to find these frags on him. If they can just get rid of that AWP to make their lives a little bit easier, it's not even really necessary, but they will take him down. Semphus going to lose that weapon. They can steal it if they want, but they will opt to just leave it, just rock the one AWP. They've been doing a lot of damage with these rifles anyway. Canada here, 4 rounds on the bag, seeming like they're only going to be able to achieve 4 as Mexico. Just looking crazy right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure if even 5 rounds is going to be enough going into Mexico. In a great position to actually take a map off Canada. I mean, who would have expected that?
Here's the thing. Losing that first man as well makes their lives so much harder with just these measly pistols, and they're just going to keep hitting the deck. GD takes down Semphus with the AWP in hand. Wants to try and go back for more. It's an easy frag on towards Android as well. And it is really not working out how Canada expected it to. 4-11 Mexico. What a dominant T-half there.
Yeah, I mean, there was some great middle/A kind of control there from Mexico. They looked very good in hitting them stretch out. I mean, this is definitely a different Mexican side than we seen yesterday when they got thumped by USA. I mean, they looked good against the Dominican Republic on Cash yesterday. So, but it's nowhere near as good as what they've been pulling off today. I mean, even on Mirage, they were really unlucky to only get 10 rounds. And yeah, 11-4 scoreline going into CT as well. I mean, Mexico, my God, how are they going to pull off an upset here and bring this all the way to a third map, which would be trying?
Which is just absolutely mental overall. You know, this is really crazy to see this actually happen in Mexico. Definitely, you know, I mean, who even assumed they'd be able to reach this point? You know, a lot of people wouldn't have given them that faith that they actually would have been able to get here, especially even double figures up against Canada right now. A very strong Canada lineup, really, when you look at it as well. Obviously, you know, there is a better roster you could field, but definitely a lot of high tier talent here, so it's not like they're just taking out any old team.
Yeah, no, they've got a great lineup, Canada. I mean, don't understand what's going wrong here. I mean, maybe just underestimating Mexico and Mexico coming out the blocks and making Canada suffer here.
It's just a matter of time, really, to see where we go from here. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Canada now, they need to win 12 rounds on the T side to actually win this game. I mean, it's pistol. I mean, if they do get that pistol going, they could just roll it. I mean, they have got the players here to just absolutely steamroll Mexico, so...
Yeah, it's just weird, man. I don't know how we're going to see this one go down.
It is definitely weird. I mean, I just did not expect this whatsoever.
No,
I didn't expect Mexico to even get double figures in any maps, honestly.
I thought this was going to be just the Canada and USA show basically tonight, just butter their way through.
Oh, it's great to see Mexico actually pulling out a good result here. 16-10 first map, 11-4 up there in such a good position. We see a fast A play coming out here from, oh my god, Dabs. That was literally one bullet, one headshot there. That was an amazing shot by him as the bomb goes down. GD in a 1v2 situation, no kitting. I mean, this is a decent little crossfire here for Canada. Dabs should be able to clean up there, he does. 2-piece for him, 2-piece for Uber. That's the pistol round for Canada. I mean, I know they're quite far behind, but I just feel like this individual skill can really get them back into this game. Before you know it, we could be seeing 3 or 4 quick rounds coming in from Canada and getting themselves back into this game. Maybe the pressure of being in this situation, they're not used to being in this situation. Mexico could really come back and the nerves could come in here.
Yeah, Mexico obviously as well. This is the thing, if you ever get into that situation where you're so far ahead but you just can't win, it definitely does really slow you down a lot with momentum, so they need to try and just ride it out. They've got a bit of a buffer here, they can let a few rounds go, they don't need to rush into anything silly. But Canada, they want to try and bounce back now, they need to bring their absolute A game. Mexico were dominating on their first half. They're looking fairly healthy into this pistol round, they will be able to obliterate their opponents fairly quickly, racking up some cash with those weapons as well. But even then, only 6 rounds on the board against the 11 of Mexico. They will still have to eco this one, another round out here. And it's just a matter of time till they get these full buys out if Mexico can start to carry on with that win streak.
Yeah, there's not much room for error here for Canada. They're not going to be messing around now. They're going to go in their A game on this T half. They need to win 12 rounds to finish this off and take this 2-0. Of course, they did win the first map on Mirage, which was Mexico's pick. So I'm pretty surprised that Mexico are actually in this position on Canada's map choice.
Making their way towards a bomb site, trying to find their way out. They found a fair bit of success here already into the game. Sprader will actually take down the first man though in Twist, rips through him with that P250. Semphus also going to suffer the same fate. It's a 3 versus 3 and it could get a whole lot better as Sprader single-handedly dismantling the entire Canadian side. He's just ripping for everyone.
Yeah, it's really down to Uber here. Dab's only on 4 HP, he's just hiding, letting Uber do all the work here, and I mean, Mexico are in such a good situation here to take this as and there's basically a full eco as well. I mean, 3 kills from Sprader there. But still a full minute on the clock here. Canada taking the time here. Uber, I think he's got an idea that someone's coming from middle or Z, and look at Flame, he needs to be a bit careful. If he goes over aggressive here, only with that USP, does get taken down by Uber, and now this is going to be hard here for GD to take this 1v2. Dabs is only on 4 HP. I don't think they're expecting GD to come in here. Dabs gets the bomb planted though. Oh, that's pretty disastrous for GD. If he actually got that just before he's planted that bomb, he would have been in a great situation. There's money coming in there on the bomb. GD no kit as well. Uber will know this as well.
Now, Uber can find that frag on towards GD fairly easily there. Canada, very shaky round though. Look like potentially Mexico are actually going to be able to pick that one up. And here's the first full buy. This is the one that's going to tell the tower, really. And they'll sort of set the scene for how this one's going to go down. Because, I mean, if they're able to come back into it now with this full buy, then this could be absolutely fantastic.
Man, I wouldn't be surprised if Semphus gets his boost now by his teammate Dabs into that middle area to try and get that open pick. Or maybe go towards the door area and try and open it quickly and get that pick onto A. It looks like he's going for the second option here. Mexico have got an open of their own in Flame.
GD. Trying to force him out of position there with that Molotov, unfortunately landing just short of where he is. He's allowed to stay close underneath Beast right now. Everyone just holding these angles. Trying to find these frags.
Yeah, and Semphus just opening the door, trying to get a pick towards highway, but there's actually not a single member of the Mexican side down that highway, as you can see. Sprader there might be forced into action here. Mexico, it's a pretty decent setup as you see in middle, one over towards sandbags and one under the boost, so looks like Twist is going to get boosted up with Uber to take this fast middle of a nice headshot there by Kinky onto Twist, and good start to round from Mexico here. Uber should be taken down as well by Kinky. He does. First 2 kills coming in favour of Mexico, but Android towards that B site. Nice headshot onto the AWP flame here. And as you can see, the bomb is getting brought over to the B1 site. Android has told his 2 teammates that he's in that site now. A man down though, our Canada. Look at Kinky, he's in a great position here. Oh, whiffs his shots, and Canada even finishes off Dabs on 12 HP. Android making a mistake there, getting too over aggressive there, and gets taken down by Marquis. So Mexico, 1 man advances. Dabs only on 12 HP. It's really down to Semphis.
This frag's coming in here from Semphis, a 2K on the board. Wants to try and find that third one. Sprader, all he's got to do though is stick on the bomb. Time in his favour. The people come round, but it's a little bit too late. Flicks up as well and takes down Semphis. Mexico back onto the win streak now. They picked that one up.
Yeah, good first gun run there for Mexico. I mean, the bomb plant wasn't in favour of Semphis, and he even got taken down. He won't be able to afford an AWP as well. I mean, 3v3 situation. Dabs didn't have the best of HP. I mean, Android, I felt like he didn't need to do that. He didn't need to go over aggressive there. Got taken down. I just looked in favour of Mexico straight after Android got taken down. I'm saying that, it could have been the opposite way. I mean, he could have looked like a hero there as it twists, gets taken down by that Max 7. Not before he took down Marquis though, so 4v4 situation.
Towards the site, Semphis will take down Sprader fairly quickly there with that AK. Another frag coming in off the back of Android as well. Mexico, it seemed like it was starting to come back, all of that success, but unfortunately for this round, not really working out the way they saw it going. Semphis drops down, takes out Flame, 1 more frag to go, and towards Kinky to actually get themselves to round 8, and it's looking like they should be able to snatch it up. Kinky forced to try and run away, and the frag does rain in eventually off the back of Semphis.
Yeah, it seems like Mexico are playing a little bit too passive. They're giving Canada a bit too much map control there. I mean, Semphis just came out of that door easily and was able to take down the poor player of Mexico over towards that quad with ease, and a 3-man for Semphis. I mean, that round when he went middle in the first gun round, they had a nice little setup. They didn't let him just take middle and give up that. But on that A bomb site, they just played so far back, and you just can't do that against Canada. They're just going to run all over you. As you see, Mexico's money being broken. Money not looking too great for them. And I mean, seeing this here, when Canada were in this situation, we've seen them kind of force buy and let go because they knew they were going to double eco. Mexico's money right now, they bought a few P250s and stuff, but the money here, I mean, Marquis only going to have 3-4, so is Kinky. GD's only going to have 4k. Are they just going to buy FAMASs with like not much utility, maybe not even defuse kits? That's the question. Or are they going to go for that double eco? I mean, not sure this is the best decision.
It's looking a little bit shaky, and I mean, it's worrying as well. It'd be a great storyline if Mexico were actually able to come back to pick this one up and really hammer through, so yeah, it's always a possibility. Hopefully Mexico as well, you know, they don't just get run over on the CT half. It's been kind of shaky here. They definitely were looking on point. You know, we saw their aim really come into effect, so their CT half shouldn't be that bad. Definitely had a fantastic T half, and hopefully we see a little bit more of that this time around, though. They are just getting hunted down. Not able to find really any fracture as well. GD should catch them off guard with his positioning. We'll find one. Grab the AK, but it's short-lived as he did get picked off.
Yeah, no. Mexico. I think they're just going to eco again and probably go for some warps. I think that's why they didn't actually force buy into that last round, because they want to get the AWPs and good utility. They are quite a few rounds ahead, so probably is actually a wise decision thinking about it now. Being quite a few rounds ahead, they don't need to rush into fins. Get them AWPs out. Try and shut the Canadian side down, because momentum is definitely swinging in favour of the T's.
Yeah, it's looking good right now for Canada as they just batter their way through. They've got a lot of mid control here. They can slip in towards that big bomb site as well. Left completely open. They're allowed to just link their way in. Kinky will find one frag on towards Uber though. Just take him down and grab that AK.
Yeah, I mean, Semphis only on 4 HP as well, but twists. Lovely headshot onto Kinky there. Bomb planted, no kits across, no armour. Not much invested into this round for Mexico. If I was GD, I'd probably actually save that AK now. They're not going to be able to win this round. And Canada, 6-1 up on this half. I mean, Mexico seem like they're feeling the pressure here. don't have an answer to this aggression of the Canadian side. But good economic damage coming in here from the Mexican side. 3 people of Canada have been taken down already. And I mean, GD, he's in a good position here to take down Dabs, I think. He should be able to take down Dabs. All the shots, can he take him down? No, he doesn't. Dabs only on 3 HP. Canada into double figures here. 10-12 is the scoreline, and we've got a real game in our hands now, Jackie.
Yeah, this is really close stuff. You know, it seemed like all of a sudden Mexico, they were the winning team here. They were just superior in every way, but all of a sudden their CT half really not living up to the hype they were showing on their T half. Canada starting to come back into it. They looked like they were struggling a little bit, but it's starting to be on the up and up. Depends if they can keep this ball rolling now, or if Mexico can come back to form.
Sprader almost hitting that shot there, obviously, onto Semphis. That would have been a huge opening frag, but he actually doesn't miss the second shot, so he even fins out before with Uber then getting that opening kill. And he's on 27 HP, but Android, Starman from Mirage here, coming out here, taking down GD, and Dabs as well, taking down Flame. So 3v2, but the HP isn't looking too great for 2 members of the Canadian side. I mean, Sprader is going to be into action here, takes down Uber before Android. Great refragging here coming out from the Canadian side. 2v1 situation. Kinky coming in from the big flank here. Could catch both members off guard here. Is Dabs or Android going to be aware of this? Not at the moment.
Kinky can burn Android there, takes him out. And he has to deal with Daps as he slowly makes his push towards the bomb site. Daps edges round, fires a few pot shots, actually does tag onto him there, but couldn't quite get the frag just yet. Peeks to the left, this could be Kinky's chance as he rattles down those shots. Doesn't have that kit, so he needs to try and work fast. Actually bests him with the USP there and can jump on the bomb.
I don't think he's got enough time though, no kit. Seems like that Dabs is just about done enough here. Kinky not going to take that round. Just about though, Canada taking that round. And look at the money on Mexico. It's not looking great, man. Canada looking like they're going to tie things up here. You see Uber taking out that P90. He's more than likely going to be the front line of attack here in this round. Probably going to see a fast play coming out from Canada. They know the money's not looking too great for Mexico. And I mean, Mexico, they're in such a good situation, man. 11-4 on their T half. I mean, I'm sure everybody was shocked in how that came around. But Canada, they brought themselves back into this game.
Yeah, this is been crazy. Absolute rollercoaster ride right now. Both of these teams. Markey will come in with that frag on towards Uber, though, does take him down with an eagle. Semphis rattling off. Finds a frag on Markey. Sprader also going to go down. Flame and GD can all suffer the same fate, unfortunately, for Mexico. And it's just on Kinky. Peeks out towards mid, but Daps was there, locked and loaded. Takes one bullet to take him down. They have now equalised at 12-12.
Yeah, all tied up here. Mexico, though, definitely not in the driving seat here. They've only taken 1 round on their CT house so far, so even though we've got a tied game, Canada looking very strong.
Yeah, Canada are looking dominant, which is, you know, what we sort of expected here. This is what we wanted to see from the Mirage on their CT half, and it just didn't happen. Gave Mexico so much breathing room to batter their way through. This time around, Canada turn into more so what we expected to see from them.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say I'm surprised that Canada brought themselves back in this game. I mean, they were the heavy favourites. You would see most of the time, oh, I was just seeing Twister just about missing that shot onto Flame. But yeah, I'm not one bit surprised that Canada, even though this is kind of normally the most less favourite side, you just know in the players itself, no matter how far behind they are, they can always bring it back with these 5 players that they do have. Compared to the Mexican side, that is, of course.
Yeah, we're going to try and slip on towards this site though. The first frag will go down towards GD. Flame responds. Markey also going down Kinky. Everyone just absolutely obliterated. It is just a flurry of kills every time Canada walk out onto the bomb site now. They're looking like they're a whole lot more on point. Communication definitely coming into effect there. You can see they've really stepped it up and tried to bring it into more of a official game here rather than just sort of the way they were playing earlier, just that puggy style. You know, they've really sort of realised we need to sort of get a bit more drilled now.
Yeah, and I mean, they're representing their country as well. I mean, they don't want to suffer the same fate as Brazil got. I mean, they got slated by a lot of fans out there. You've seen a lot of Brazilians so unhappy in their performance, like losing to the underdogs in Argentina. I don't think many people expected that. And then see Mexico here being 11-4 up against such a strong Canadian side. I mean, I don't think the Canadians were too happy about that. I mean, Canada would have got a lot of slating if they do end up losing both of these maps, because Mexico did look very well in their first half, but Canada have stepped it up a few gears now, and finally they've taken the lead here. It's actually the first time they've this is the first time they've taken the lead, and what a time to take it towards the end of this game in round 26 here.
They work their way into it. They're going to be able to do the same thing over and over again. They still seem to just find success out of nothing. Android comes in with that frag on towards Flame. Making their way towards that B-bomb site. Semphus with a headshot there on towards GD. Marky does retaliate, takes him down with the HE. It is a 3 versus 4, but it's getting worse by the second for the Mexican side as they just get picked off. Android going to take down Kinky fairly quickly there.
Yeah, 4v2 situation here. No kits on either Mexican players. I mean, I don't think they've got much option. They have to save, really, I feel. I mean, Canada 14-12 is going to be the scoreline here. They've really turned this around. And there's Uber there coming up highway. He's making sure that Mexico haven't got them weapons coming into that next round, and that's 10-1 in this half in favour of Canada. Mexico literally did not have an answer to this attack by Canada.
Now, as they make their way towards that B-bomb site, trying to secure that match point round. Definitely in the lead here in terms of just overall confidence. Their aggressive RCS paying out so much more, and the buy definitely as well. And you can see Mexico just lacking a little bit in their arsenal. They do want to try and go for that B take. Actually begin to reposition here. They found some success at mid. And it shouldn't be that hard to actually get out. It's just Spreader they need to best. They do spot him here by Maniac. They hammer into him a little bit. He actually finds the frag on Semphus. They fluff the nade as well. They've given Mexico an opener into the round.
Yeah, indeed, and now they've actually pushed up towards the map, not playing as passive as it's been in this half. I mean, they've got good middle control here now. I mean, if Canada do try and go for this middle, I really feel like that Mexico could lock this down quite easily. He's actually finding the second kill onto Uber before Android comes over that boost. So blind, but gets that kill onto Spraylock. Gets the second as well onto GD. I mean, Mexico got the first 2 picked, but now it's been evened up courtesy of Android alone.
Frags coming in. Daps will take that headshot off on towards Kinky. He is able to eliminate him. Marky and Flame, the last 2 men left standing on that side, trying to fire back. Do bring it into a 2 versus 2, but there's the shot from Twists. Able to take the advantage now as he B-hops his way on towards the bomb site, wants to get that planted. And Flame gonna have to go for the 1 versus 2 retake here.
He's only got a UMP. Has got a kit though, but Twists should and will take down Flame, and that's 3 match points for Canada. I didn't think many people were going to be saying that when Mexico 11-4. They were in such a good position. I mean, the individual skill and power of Canada just driving them over here on this T half. It's been so comfortable for them. 11-1. Mexico, they had such a good first half. I mean, they were close to actually causing a massive upset. The biggest upset probably in the North American qualifiers, taking a map of Canada, but it doesn't look likely here as we see Mag 7, 3 FAMASs, not 1 kit between the 5 people as all 5 members of the Canadian side look like they're going to try and execute and burst on this B bomb site.
Try and make their way in. They can actually find here the frags coming in. We'll have Sprayder. We'll be able to take down Uber. Semphus retaliates now though. This could be the round where they shut down the game and stop the dream for Mexico. They flood on towards the bomb site, but Flames there trying to hold them back. We'll find that initial frag on Daps. a 2 versus 2. Make it a 2 versus 1 as Flame gets obliterated, dragged out of the server, and it falls on Marky. Been a very strong talent. Right now, it just feels like he might not have enough left in him. Bottom fragging for his side currently in this game on Cash as he slowly makes his way towards a B bomb site. Spots out twists, paranoid, anxious about the positioning of the T's, completely unbeknownst to him as well that someone is waiting in upper to try and go for the peak. He pops out, Semfirst takes him down.
Yeah, and that'll be a 2-0 scoreline there for Canada. Not as convincing as people thought. I mean, 16-10 on Mirage, 16-12 on Cash after Mexico taking the 11-4 scoreline on their T half. But Canada coming out of the blocks there on their T side, winning 12-1 and taking that 16-12. So that'll be Canada going into the grand final to meet USA. I mean, I can't say I'm surprised about that, but it's going to be a great best of 5 tomorrow, of course. That is going to be hosted on here. We're going to be back here tomorrow evening. Should be a great best of 5, man.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, that is going to be it wrapped up there, though, all of our games for tonight. But let's throw it back to the desk. See just what they thought about that very, very surprising game.
16-10 and 16-12. That's most important for the team, the national team of Canada, and the win of 2-0, securing them the slot in the grand final. But it was a huge slap in the face on the half, 11-4 in favor of Mexico, but they woke up. Canada woke up, started playing serious, started loosening up a little bit, and it paid off.
Yeah, but it's not like they played, it's not like they joked around in the first half, losing it 11-4, but their city side really didn't function. They looked really disjointed and only managed to get 4 rounds on the city side. Yeah, we say Cash is now a bit decided, but not that much. I was really scared for Canada at that point, even when they got that 12th round. Mexico, they look good, but then what's that? 12 rounds in a row, or something like that. 10, something like that rounds in a row. Canada on their T side, I think they were put to the limits. Played really slow, played really methodical, getting control of mids, doing that fast mid control with that smoke, so on and so on. So Mexico putting up a great fight. Congrats to them. I would say definitely a better showing than they had the last year. So congrats to them. They put Canada to the limits, but then again, congrats to Canada. Moving on.
We thought that was it from Mexico and Mirage, and they're going to get stomped on Cash, but they surprised us and played it even better.
Yeah, they really played good T side, but Canada actually played really bad their city side. They made so many mistakes they shouldn't make. And actually, I was really surprised. I think it was Kinky with that flick when they were 2v2, I think, and he kills one guy in a forklift and then flicks on the other guy behind the red box. I mean, that flick was out of this world. Really, it looked really cool on stream. I mean, when we watched it, and I was like, wow, like really, really good play from him. Even though I think most of the rounds, okay, I forgot the name, Mexico, one is basically clutches at some point, like
Tequila land, if you get at any time, Tequila land.
2v2s, 2v3s, and they managed to clutch those rounds, so they were kind of consistent in that part, but on city side, coming to city side, I was like, okay, maybe they can take this map, and it would be a really surprising of Mexico to take that one, but actually Canada stepped up their game on T side and they were not messing around.
Even though Mexico lost, they had a couple rounds when they had a man or two advantage, but they just couldn't close up.
Yeah, and that I think that just transferred from Mirage. I mean, there was a couple of rounds there when they had manpower and just couldn't close out the round. But I mean, I was the first here to say that Mexico will perform not as good as on Mirage, and then they get 12 rounds, 11 rounds on T half. I'm not really sure why Canada picked CT. I mean, to me, that's a worse side to play on first. If you want to start strong, get going, T side is the side to pick, but they went with CT. They got just 4 rounds, and as they both said, they really didn't look anything special on it. They looked disjointed, didn't play together. So all in all, Canada did Mexico did put up a good showing, and congrats to them for being that team that we didn't expect. I mean, playing better than our expectations, but unfortunately they lost. Congrats to Canada, and I think we have the man of the match here, and for us that's going to be Android. I think, yeah, it's going to be Android. That first map putting up crazy numbers, 30 frags, and on the second map going strong, not backing down, and yeah, at the age of 22.
Really good stats, 54 rounds played, 52 kills. So basically,
that's crazy.
Basically every round one
gets
kill.
So
Yeah.
that's a pretty good stat for him. I mean, KD
And
ratio of 1.44, so overall really great performance, especially in
He
Mirage.
has 54 rounds, but no maps, 0 maps.
And I think we don't have that stat on
Yeah, I know, I'm just kidding.
website. So.
Okay, any last thoughts of the day?
Yep, congrats to USA and Canada going into the final, thanks to Guatemala and Mexico.
Yep.
But I would just want to say that, yeah, Mexico put up a good fight. Canada looked shaky, but that doesn't need to mean anything going into the
Into the final
into
match.
the final, yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
tomorrow
it's
is
late,
going
it's
to be a
early.
great.
Yeah, I get
Tomorrow
you.
is going to be
I
a
get
great
you.
show.
Yeah.
Tip
Guys,
for Canada, bring best players.
and bring your A game.
This will not work against USA, I would say. Even though, yeah, Canada has really good players and they didn't play tonight, but I think they need to bring them for the finals, as well as USA with Hiko Lige. So congrats to USA and Canada.
Yep. Listen.
Yeah, just get your
Bye bye.
bye. Get your best players and get your game on for that finals, because it's not going to be easy, and it's going to be a tough match for both Canada and USA.
Okay, well, a quick recap of the day. USA versus Guatemala, 16-6 and 16-6. Canada versus Mexico, 16-10 and 16-12. That means that in the grand final match of the NA qualies, we have USA and Canada. That match is scheduled for tomorrow at the same time, at the same place. My name is Georgi Georgiev, and thank you for watching e-frag TV. Have a good night.